Just tilt it that way, and hello and welcome. This is alertwolf here. Gonna give you another review, and this one is of Transformers Season 2. Let me see what episode we're on. Season 2. Alright, episode 24, called Patch. And basically, this episode begins with Starscream presenting the keys to Megatron and wanting to rejoin the Decepticon cause, an army. And he's like, you know that Dreadwing is my number 2 guy now. And he's like, listen, I'm fine with that. I just want to rejoin the cause. And basically, Megatron's like, sure, regardless, we'll do good work with these keys, regardless of the outcome. And he's like, the outcome? He goes, yeah, we're going to discover what your true motives are. And if I find that you're not up to snuff, I'm going to put you down, basically. And so Starscream shit himself a little. And basically, what we have here is Starscream gets put into the taken to sick bay, and both of them get hooked up through the mind link. And Megatron is going to go through. Oh, and they have to get Knockout out of the wall for this, so he's happy he's out of the wall. And they're going to put him, they'll link their minds and see what Starscream is really up to. And at this point, we basically have a flashback. This is a clip episode. So Megatron enters Starscream's mind and just goes through various different scenes. So Starscream heavy scenes, obviously. And throughout his memory to try to figure out what type of dude Starscream really is. And of course, Starscream has tried to usurp Megatron so many times. So there's a bunch of varied clips, most from season 1, a couple from season 2, just on Starscream's history. And from when Megatron died and Starscream took command, and then he started like dancing and having people shout his name. I thought that was funny. To like just the different various scenes. Now I'm gonna say this. I mean, there's not much of a summary for this one. Clips, they're basically clip episodes. I personally hate clip episodes. I really do. I really do. So, I mean, it was cool that it was basically on Starscream centered only. I like that because I dig Starscream as a character. And just show you where he's gone to. But personally, I hate clip episodes. I don't think we need it. I almost never think we need them. And I understand it's a stalling tactic, really. And every show does this. From time to time, just as a stall tactic, they'll put this on and remind people of where we've been and where we came from and whatnot. Couple interesting notes though for the story. Megatron got to see Knockout Starscream plotting his death in that one scene when he was in the comatose in season 1. So you see Knockout panicking. He's like, "Oh man, isn't there a fast forward or a race button on this thing?" So that's no good. And as it keeps going, so Knockout figures Megatron's gonna kill him when he gets out, and Starscream. So he was just gonna pull the cord and kill Megatron, basically, make him brain dead. But which is stupid because we know from previous episodes when crap like that happens, the mind just stays in the body it was in. So, yeah, whatever. But basically, this goes on, and Dreadwing walks in, catches him. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just making sure everything's secure, everything's good." So then now it's Dreadwing and Knockout watching the monitor, and more scenes, and then he's like, and then Megatron's basically yelling at me. He's like, "Is there any wonder I want loyalty above everything else?" And he goes like, "Take Dreadwing and his departed brother Skyquake. No, they understood honor." He's like, "Oh, I'm sure they're not perfect." He's like, "Yeah, but no one is." And so you see the flashback of what happened to Dreadwing's brother Skyquake, and him Starscream waking him up, Bumblebee killing him. You also find out about the fact that nobody really knew that that Skyquake was turned into a zombie, and then he's still alive as a zombie. You know, in a negative alternate dimension, just looking for. Starscream's like, well, he's not alive or dead, but he is running around in that alternate doomed dimension somewhere, looking for his lost arm, and I find that funny. And Megatron's like, yeah, man, I wouldn't let that fly around the ship if I were you. Skyquake would kill your ass. Dreadwing will kill your ass, basically. And Dreadwing watched this scene, and, you know, Knockout's like, ooh, awkward. And Starscream's like, oh, does that mean I'm back in? And he's like, yeah. He goes, infighting this, you know, nearly destroyed the Decepticons, and we need to stand united if we're going to rebuild and conquer Cybertron. Things are too important, so I'd rather have you with me than against me. And so Starscream's back in, and he's back on the Decepticon team. And I mean, the last thing you see in the episode is that, you know, he's like, oh, Dreadwing, where'd you go? Knockout goes, and Dreadwing's on the roof of the ship screaming, you know, because now he knows his brother's out there somewhere as a psychotic zombie in an alternate dimension. That kind of sucks, knowing no peace. So, and he now knows that it wasn't just Optimus that killed him. It was Bumblebee, and it was Starscream. So these are new enemies for Dreadwing to have. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the whole episode. Again, I am not a fan of clip episodes, even though I do like the people in it. We had very little story progression. Again, this is a stall tactic. So, I mean, I don't even say it was a good. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to rate it below a good. I'm not going to rate it below a good. I mean, we did get some Starscream heavy stuff, and I do like that. It was funny at times, and there was a little bit of story progression. So I don't know. I may rate this 2.5 or a 3. I'm gonna say it was an okay episode. It was very okay. I'm gonna rate it a 2.5 out of 5. I'm sorry for such a low. This is the lowest rating I've ever rated Transformers Prime. And it's just because I hate clip episodes. I mean, or else I would say it was almost a 3. So, that being said, you know, stalling aside, I do like the fact Megatron has the keys, Megatron has his sword, Starscream is back with him, and you know what I thought was funny about the episode? That you didn't really see what his plan was, and they didn't really go to the thing, which is what I would have done to the present. Right up until he came in to see his true motives from giving him the keys. But, whatever. So, all in all, this is alertwolf signing off, saying, click it up if you like it. Subscribe if you can, comment if you must. And I'm out.